Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and to XP11 version 3. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing our Switzerland tour with our fifth leg, which will be from here, St Gallen, to a small Swiss-German village, which I forgot the name, but we don't really care. Alright guys, today we are in the Cessna 172, the default one, but we're using a mod from PropStike Studios, which actually modifies the texture and it becomes a Bush aircraft actually. There are two variants, this one the 3-cycle variant, and the back wheel variant. I don't know how do you say it, but yes. Alright, I just wanted to mention that my OBS is very buggy, so it might lag at some parts. Yeah, OBS is my screen recorder, just to mention. So as soon as I move my mouse, as you can see, it starts to get very laggy, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try not to use the mouse. Alright, so let's jump in the cockpit. Yeah, the texture inside the cockpit are also very different. As you can see, it's very darker. In addition, we have, how do you say, to fish. I don't know this word, but yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool, and it's all freeware, so if you want to get it, do not hesitate. Alright guys, we can start this bird. We can firstly start the battery and the avionics, as well as we can also put some lights, the beacon strobe lights. Alright, so without further ado, we can start the engine. So we can introduce the mixture, put the fuel pump, add a little bit of thrust here, and we can turn off the fuel pump. We can put the alternator, and we can start the engine. Very cool. Alright, we're gonna have our RPM to 1000. And we can already set taxi lights. What have I forgotten? Trim, we can already set the trim. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna try when I use my mouth to press F9, which block my track error, so that you can't see the sim bugging, because it wouldn't be pretty cool. No. Alright, we can, what is left here? We can already put the flaps. The trim is set. We can already put all our lights, so that we're ready to go. And you know what, I'm gonna do the engine test right now, so I'm gonna put my RPM to 1800, like that. Then I'm gonna put the magnetos to left, and it reduces 100, and then back to both. It goes back to 1800, and I'm gonna try the right one, and 1700. Everything is looking good, so guys, we're ready to go. What is left here? I think it's all looking good here. This is set to both. It's okay. Our score code is 7000, which is the default for VFR. We can put it on. I said again and again, but we're not going to use the ATC, you know why. I'm just going to align my, this is set to 20 degrees, so we can set it this way. What is the runway in direction? It's 10 and 28. I think it moved to 9 because due to the Earth rotation, it's to 9. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this. So I think we're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Alright, so we can taxi to the runway. Just before going, I'm just gonna watch for the wind. I think the winds come from here to here. So we want to take off from this runway, so I'm gonna align totally at the edge to take off and turn on the left hand side. So I forgot to show you, but sorry if it bugs a bit, it's normal. We're gonna fly from here, St Gallen, and we're gonna go to the south towards here, which is called Ragaz. I don't know how you say it in Swiss German, but kind of. And it's a very small airfield, so it will be very cool. So we're gonna fly between those mountains. It will be very, very beautiful, thanks to Ortho4xp. Yeah, can't wait for it. Alright, so we can release the parking brake and go ahead and align. Slowly, I don't want to get too fast. Oops, sorry. So, what are the difference with the default Cessna 172? Here, as you can see, it's an indicator which shows you angle of attack, which can be very useful if you do some bush flying, because sometimes you get at some very low, slow speeds, so you want to make sure not to stall. And the angle of attack does not depend of the speed directly, so that's why you have to be careful to the this indicator. Everything is ready here. I think we mustn't test anything else. Scope is 7000, yes it is. I'm going a bit fast for taxi. I really like this black cockpit. Really cool. So it will be pretty difficult to deal with the mouse bug, because as I say to you, every time I move my mouse like this, it bugs. So I don't want to do it. I can brake and we can turn. I'm going very fast. Alright, so let's align slowly. Alright. I think we have plenty of runways, so we don't have any problem with the distance. So we can just we don't need the brakes, we can just put the power up slowly and let it gain some speed. Alright, we want to rotate at 60 knots. There it is. Rotate. Oh, I don't like when the landing speed turns on during the takeoff. I'm just gonna remove it. Alright, so we can gain some speed. I'm just gonna wait to be a bit higher to remove the flaps. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Right, we can put one notch of flaps up. So it will be a VFR flight, so we won't use any autopilots. I mean, I will try to. Sometimes I cheat a little bit and I use it. So I'm just gonna remove the taxi lights as well as the landing lights. We don't need those anymore. I can calm down with the vertical speed. 500 feet per minute is good enough. For our oh, don't want to get out. Great. Alright, so I'm gonna do a left hand side turn towards our destination. Another thing very bad with OBS is that it doesn't let me film my other pages which are open. I mean, when I want to show you a plan which is on internet, it doesn't let me. It stays focused on the game and doesn't film anything else. That's kind of weird. I'm sure there is a solution, but I just don't know it. So if you guys know how to do it, tell me in the comments. Alright. Just take an outside view. This aircraft is beautiful. Yeah, I can climb a little bit higher because I'm not going very fast. So, from here, my Switzerland tour, which will get a bit better because we are gonna enter the mountains, and then I'm gonna do a lot of flights between those mountains and the Alps. It will be very, very cool. We're not climbing here. Yeah, now it's good. Alright, I'm just gonna watch on the map. 1 minute. There we are. I'm just gonna wait to overpass the mountain and just then I'm gonna turn right, straight to the south and towards our destination. This time I found some plans. Actually, I found a good site which gave me a lot of plans of the approaches and the taxi lines and everything of almost every single airport in Switzerland. So I managed to find the airports where we are flying to. But unfortunately, I cannot show you. I told you why. OBS don't let me show it in the record. We can already turn to right. I don't think we need to go higher than 3,000 feet. Maybe a little bit higher. 4,000 feet, it will be good. Yeah. Let's climb to 4,000 feet. It's a Bush plane, so I don't wanna use the autopilot. Man, this Ortho4xp is just so amazing. And look at the mountains in front of us. It's beautiful. Look at the texture down here. I love X-Plane, really. Alright, so we're gonna go between those two mountains in front of us. Very good. We're not going very fast, I'm gonna add a little bit of power here. We are at the correct RPM zone, so there is no problem with that. Actually, it will be a pretty long flight because this aircraft is really slow. Not really. I think it will be over 1 hour. The distance is not very long though, just that this one doesn't want to get faster. One thing that I don't really like with this aircraft is that it's too dark actually. It's really too dark. As you can see, I don't talk about the cockpit, but the windows. It's dirty and very dark. I don't know if it's like that in real life, but compared to the outside, look, there's a lot of light here. But when I go to the cockpit, it's get darker. It's a bit like the Thalys, the A319, sorry, from Thalys, which is a great aircraft, but I don't know, the texture doesn't work either with this aircraft. Kind of annoying. This is gorgeous. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna use the autopilot. Yeah, I know I'm cheating, but it's just that I'm just going straight and I just want to keep my attitude. That's why I prefer using it. Sorry, forgot to put the heading here straight towards. Excuse me. It doesn't work. What's up with the autopilot? I think something changed here. I remember the last time I flew the 172, there was a button called AP, autopilot, on or off, and here it doesn't let me. What is he doing? Oh, sorry. It's fucking buggy. I have set the heading to a bit to the left, and it was going to the right. I'm not gonna use it. I don't know why, but it's buggy also. Nothing works today. That's not cool. Really not. I'm just gonna watch where we are right now on the map here. Yeah, actually it's going pretty fast. It's a bit shorter than I thought actually, but we already did 1/3 of the flight, so yeah, it will go pretty fast. So I want to keep my 4,000 feet, not go below. So now we have some time, so I can already talk about the approach. 1 minute. So our runway is here, and we will come from here. So the wind is coming from the southwest, sorry, to the northeast, from here to here. So that's why we're gonna use that runway, and we will turn from here, turn to base, and turn to final here. I find a real plan on the internet that say that, so I'm not inventing this time. Don't worry. Do not worry. I'm just gonna take a look at the outside. Yeah, gorgeous. Look at that. Actually, since I've reduced the reflection settings to low, I have a lot of FPS right now. I think I have like, not a lot actually, but I have 30 FPS all the time. And I remember when I had to hide the reflection to high, it was like 20 or 15. I know you don't need much many FPS, sorry, in a simulator, but still, it's always better. It's always better. So now we are entering the mountains, so we can take a look at this beauty. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think I got my thumbnail here. If you haven't seen my first video, I apologize for my English. I know it's very bad. Sometimes when I watch my own videos, I don't even understand what I said, and that's very bad, actually. Wow, the textures are gorgeous. Unfortunately, there are those clouds over the textures, and that's kind of ugly, but actually it looks like some snow, so it's not a problem. It's not a problem. We're going a bit too low right now, so I want to pull up a little bit. So what is the runway heading? 12 and 30, so we're gonna use the runway 30, of course. So I can set this to 30. 1 minute. There you go. Is this an airport? I don't think so. Wait, I'm gonna look on the map. If it is, I think I know what it is. Oh no, it's not an airport. It was just a road. So we did more than half the way, so we can already start to descend, I think. I don't know how far we are, but it will be pretty quick. I'm always late with the approach to the invention, so I can already reduce my altitude to like 3,000 feet. Oh wait, I forgot to look at the altitude of the airport. 1600. So for the base and for the pattern, I want to be 1,000 feet above, so 2,600. So I can already reduce my altitude. Yeah, as you can see, those white parts are the clouds, and that's very annoying. Ortho4xp really is amazing. Really. I think I'm getting a bit too close of the mountain, so I'm just gonna turn a bit. Oh, sorry for the silence, I was just responding a message. I think I can really reduce my altitude. Actually, I have no visual on the airport right now, so I just want to make sure where it is. So, we will go next to the side of the mountain, like this way, and then just after the little point here, I'm gonna turn left directly and enter the pattern for the approach. But I think, yeah, this mountain here that you see is this one. So it's right behind, we can't see it yet. So I can already align a bit. So yeah, I can really reduce my altitude, I'm getting a bit high. I don't know what's up with the autopilot, but it didn't work. I don't know what happened. Really weird. I'm not happy with those textures here. There are a lot of clouds here. That's not cool. But we won't pay attention to it, shall we? No, we don't. Oh, this mountain just in front of us is just amazing, isn't it? It's insane. And I have like 30 FPS here. If you compare it to a P3D, I think it will be way less. Okay, so do we have visual on, sorry, the runway? I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. No, we don't yet, but it's right behind this, so we shall saw it very soon. Alright, so I can reduce my speed also. Look at this mountain, isn't that beautiful? Wow, that's beautiful. I think I've got my thumbnail now. Yeah. I really do. So, what is our altitude? 2400. We're good. Oh no, I think we're even too low. So you know what? I'm gonna maintain that altitude. I wanted to be at 2600 and not 24. But that's good. That's good. Look at this rock. It might be so impressive in real life. Really. So, I'm just gonna watch the map. Yeah. I can already start the turn just after it. There we go. So now I should have visual on the runway. But I don't. Where are you? Where are you? So I'm gonna maintain my altitude and my speed until I see it, because that's not really normal. Oh wait, maybe in front of us. Where are you, mate? We shall see it. It's just at the right of us. So, yeah, I've got visual. Do you see the little house? It's just next to it, normally. Wow, guys, that will be a very fun landing. So, I can already prepare for the landing, so I can reduce my speed. I'm gonna be in the white zone with the speed. I can put the landing on the taxi lights. I do have visual on the runway. Wow, it's so close off the mountain. So close to the mountain, sorry. This will be pretty cool. So I can reduce the speed, I can put my first notch of flaps. I think we will need full flaps this time. We look a little bit high, so I want to reduce my altitude. So this will be a very short base and final. Wow, even more fun. So I think we can go ahead and turn right. This will be very tight. I'm just watching my speed and my vertical speed now, and you can see the heading is the heading of the runway, so I want to align with this. Wow, I've never seen an approach like this. It's crazy. So I can really reduce the speed right now and put my second notch of flaps. I think we will use all the flaps. Look at the runway, it's so small. Alright, let's go with full flaps. Checklist, all the lights are on, my flaps are full, and landing gear are down, as always with this aircraft. And I can just center the view like this. We're a little bit high, but that's not a problem. Oh guys, I've never seen an approach like this. It's insane, really. A little bit right, we have some crosswind here. Looking good. Let's try to butter this airplane. Wow, we're getting a bit low and slow. Right, I can put some power here and we can flare. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, it's a very small runway. Actually, I thought we were a bit higher, but we did touch. Wow. It's because the runway is so narrow. I thought we were very higher, so that's why I didn't flare first, but wow, that was a hard landing. That was a very hard landing. Terrible. Alright, do we have a parking zone? Do we have a parking zone? I don't have a scenery here, so that's why it's not very complete. I can put my flaps up. And I can park here. I know it's not very professional, but we don't care. So I'm gonna do my shut-off checklist, sorry. So we can firstly turn the engine off. by putting the magnetos to off, mixture, and we can cut off all of this. We can turn off the avionics, the alternator, the battery, and we can finally turn off the beacon and strobe lights. We are done. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go right now, so we won't have time for replay. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't hesitate to put a like, subscribe, and share it to your friends. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.